Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Okay, let me try something here. This is all new. Okay, I think I'm live. Let's see here. Okay. Hmm. This is new. Has anybody tried this new Facebook Live platform that they have? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna message somebody to see if they can see me. Okay, Anne, yes. Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. And I just messaged you. Didn't see it. Okay. So for some reason, this is different. Has anybody done a live in the last? I have no idea what this is. I don't know how to invite people. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's backwards too. You guys are all on that side and I'm on this side. What's happening here? All right, we're gonna go with it, right? Change is good. And that's kind of what we're talking about today. So yay in real time. Let's see here. All right, I guess we're here. It doesn't tell me how many people are watching. So if you're come on, say hi. Let me know you're here because I don't know what I'm looking at. Stream health? What is that? I have no idea what's going on here. This is disorienting. All right. All right, we're just gonna go with it. We're here. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna figure this out as I go. Yay, fun stuff, right? So if you're here, say hi. I know that one person is here because they said hi. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. So yeah, hi. Start this again. So today we are here to talk about the big, let's call it the quarantined elephant in the room, I guess. So where I personally am about 2 weeks into our quarantine that we have here. All right, Miche is here. Yay. Okay. Now I've got double comments here. Okay. This is weird. Miche, have you noticed this change that's been going on? Because this is really weird. Very strange. Yeah, she's one of my tech people. She can help me figure this out. So the big quarantined elephant in the room here in New York, anyways, we're about 2 weeks into the quarantine and it has been interesting. Interesting. Blissful and delightful on one end and very strange and disorienting on the other end. And here we are sitting in the middle being like, what do we do? I don't know what to do. So the big thing that has been part of the conversation, and the conversation is coming tighter and tighter and tighter together each day that I'm with my clients or working with the incubator members. And it's that just like, okay, now what do I do though? But what do I do? I don't know what to do. Hi, Michelle. Yay. Okay. So now I'm starting to see people. I got to work with the settings on this new platform. But so the idea here is, what do we do? And the people that are part of my circle, my realm, my clients, the people that I really pull in towards me are the kinds of people where we're asking bigger questions than what do I do? We like to really figure out, so what do we do? What can we do? What should we be doing? Where's my place in all of this? Where is this all coming from? Where is this all going? What do we do? And that collective sense is what I really love so much. So what I want to talk about today is not just how this is really bothering me, this new thing. Hi, Kate. I see that you just came on. This new thing is really strange. So I want to talk today more about the potential of this because a lot of us have been saying, okay, I have literally been training for this for my whole life, if not previous lives. Been training for this moment right here, right now. I'm here, I'm ready, I'm reporting for duty. Now, what do I do? What do I do? So I want to talk about that, and I want to give you guys some of my own personal things that I've been using in my own growth strategy and in my own innovation strategy for this, because that's really what we need right now. Because innovation is the only thing that's going to help us grow through, in, and beyond everything that's happening right now. We need to innovate because right now we have an opportunity that, honestly, 2 years ago when I started Heartfelt, I was trying to build through sweat and tears. And now the opportunity is just right here. And that's what I call the even playing field, where pretty much everybody's in the same spot right now. Like, we all have the same limitations. All of us, no matter what, you can't go outside. We all have those same limitations. And so when I started Heartfelt, that's one thing that I did was try to create an even playing field, get the help that people need no matter what, whether they can afford it or not, whether they feel worthy or not. Let's just create that even playing field. And I guess trying to remove a bit of the duality in the nature of the industry. And so I did that. Most of you here. Yes, Shoshana, yeah. Things are crazy right now. Hi, Kate. Things are crazy. Things are all out of whack. And the thing is, we have the opportunity to put them into whack, to find a new whack, I guess. I guess if we're using Shoshana's phrases here. That one I'm going to write down. I cannot believe I just said that phrase. Thank you, Shoshana. We're going to find a new whack, I guess. And I can't believe I love that. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to find a couple of ways. I'm not going to overwhelm you. A couple of ways for us to reformat, reorient, re-narrate even what it is that has happened, is happening, and is about to happen for all of us. Granted, there's not a lot that we can do to narrate the virus or anything like that, but we can do a lot for ourselves, our own stories, our own narratives, our own business, our own success, our own receiving benchmarks, and all of that. And that's where we come in and are able to innovate. We need to innovate right now. We can't just be sitting around and saying, now's my time. We can't do that. We have to do, we have to think, we have to grow, we have to collaborate, we have to move and work together and around different things that used to be obstacles that aren't there. Be like, I can move a little differently now because I'm not banging into this thing that was always there, but now it's not. Now it's not. And now when we say that thing, that obstacle that was always there isn't now, we can actually look back and say it was actually never there in the first place. That was a figment of my imagination. And now this is a time where things are slowing down, paces are being made around needs and wants rather than financial obligations and all of that. So we can really slow down, take a beat, and really say, what do I have? What are my limitations? And how hard am I willing to work to remove those for myself so that I can do that for everybody else? So what I really want us to think about here is, what is it that we have manifested so far? That's the first step in deciding, what can I do? So a lot of you have come to me and said, okay, now's my time. What do you got for me, Jess? Come on, Jessa, give me something good. And I'm just like, well, you tell me. Tell me, you give me something good. Give me some gold so that we can work with it. And that starts with your actual how did we get where we are right now? Some of you, most of you here, most of you are clients. Almost all of you here are clients, previous clients, current clients of mine. And so you're online. You are now online, starting to get online, that sort of thing. And you are now realizing, all right, this is such good timing. I am so glad that I did the work last month, last year, whenever it might have been, to get where I am now, so that now I can just explode. I can just go and have and create and go, right? And then there are others of you who's recently joined the movement here, and you're like, I have an on-ground business, whether you're movement instructors or holistic practitioners or coaches from different other modalities, childcare providers who need to expand into other realms, that sort of thing. Hairdressers, a bunch of you here now who just like, you know what, I need to do something online because I can't touch people. And that's really sad. Sad to think about when that's what you do. So you need to be online. You need to find something. You need to do something. You need to innovate. I need a sip of my coffee. And so no matter where you are on the spectrum, I want you to be assured that it can be done. It should be done, but we have to do it differently than it's been being done. Even as recently as 2 weeks ago, it needs to be done differently than that. Because what I've been noticing is waves. So we all know that, I guess not we all, those of us who've been in the online industry for a little while know that things come in waves, especially innovation comes in waves. The first wave that comes, and we all saw it, if you look back and think about some of the things that even gave you some of the inspiration that you already have right now, as soon as the virus started hitting and everybody started having to go online and work virtually and all of that, people started saying, hey, here's your opportunity, buy, 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 here's this, here's that, you're going to be screwed if you don't buy this thing, or sign up for my program, or that sort of thing. So we saw that first wave come, and it's starting to slow down a little bit, at least here in the States, I'm noticing. So it's starting to slow down a little bit. So all of the super intense, super masculine energy behind the solution, because it's valid, it's just not my style. I don't think it's your style either, but people did buy these things, and those people did prosper in the midst of a crisis. And so that wave came, and now they're like slowing down a little bit. The people that resonates with did their thing with it and regurgitated it out, and now there's a second wave. And those are those of us who are like in the last 2 or 3 days even going and saying, hey, I should be. You know what? The loud, angry dude in that Facebook ad wasn't entirely wrong. I didn't resonate with the person. I didn't like that person's style per se, but they're not entirely wrong. And I've known this all along. I just kind of resisted it because I don't want to do it that way. And you all know that's exactly how I innovate. I don't like that. Okay, let's do it differently. So that's where I am at right now. And that's where I am bringing all of you who are my clients. I just spoke with Michelle about this just yesterday, and we're ready to go. Goddess girl, let's do this. I'm excited. So what we want to do is make sure that we're innovating from our own truth, though. And that is where the fun comes in, because I want to take you back to the comment that I made earlier about setting that for yourself. What brought you here? What brought us together? What brings you to the place where you're saying, all right, let's do this. Let's make this happen. So what I want you to do is really think about that narrative. Really sit with that narrative and say, okay, so I call it pre-virus instead of previous. Pre-virus, I had a moderately successful online business doing my practice, or however you want to phrase it, and things were up and down, and it was all right, and it was good, and it was, I had some bumps in the road and all of that. That could totally be your narrative. It could absolutely be your narrative. I suggest it don't be, though. Don't make that your narrative. Please. We can make this bigger, we can make this bolder, but you can't be bold if you're not willing to first be brave. Gotta be brave. And that's scary. It's really scary. My own coach, Gustavo, really raked me over the coals the other day because I wasn't being quite as brave as I probably should have been. And you all know how brave I can be. So yeah, you have to be willing to be brave in order to be bold. You all see me being bold. You see me making big changes. Some of you know some changes that are coming that are top secret. Michelle, you can't tell anybody. You really need to be able to be brave. And that means saying, instead of, I've got this thing that I'm trying to do, and I really feel like it would really help a lot of people in this time of need, be like, you know what? I've been doing this. I've been preparing. I've been learning. I learned a lot pre-virus, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to learn even more, go even faster, and own the things that didn't work before. And there are things from my own business, as successful as it is, that I have had to take a hard, painful, almost shameful look at in the last 2 weeks while I'm reframing everything that I'm doing so that I can step up, reporting for duty in a bigger, bolder, more useful, even more impactful way than I have been doing. And there were some things where I was like, oh my God, that's ugly. I cannot believe I did that. I cannot believe I was doing it that way. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I can't believe I allowed for these things. So we really want to take a look at it and say, I learned. Oh my gosh. And the bigger the things are that you're learning, there are some things that I learned. If you want to have a private conversation about it, I'm happy to share. There are some things that I learned just by being aware, by just saying, I'm going to be aware of everything that I learned from the last 2 years of my business, that on the outside, it's like, great. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she did that so fast, and she's so impactful and so ignited. She's great. Actually, yes, all of that's true. That's my story, and I hold true to it. But if I'm going to reframe my narrative going forward to be even bigger than what it is that I already had, to be even more effective than what it is that I already have, to manifest even more for myself and show all of you exactly how to do it, I need to be even more authentic. I need to be even more me. I need to be even more honest with myself so I can share all of that with you. And I had to look at some things in my business and in my life that I had to say, okay, hold up. Hold on a second. Yes, that did happen. And now I have the responsibility and opportunity to learn something from it and reframe. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm currently on my monthly 10-day break. Hi, I'm on vacation, hence the sweater, yoga pants, messy bun, all of that. Hi, I'm here, I'm showing up, and this is my narrative. My narrative is I built something powerful. I learned a lot while I was building it. I fell down a lot of times. As recently as last week, I've been getting hate mail because of some of the growth and changes that I've personally been making in myself and my business. And I'm learning a lot from it. I have big ideas. I have big plans. I am moving myself and my collective and my clients all forward in a way that has delight, that has pace, that has fun and ease. If it's not easy, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's why I'm sitting here in my just chill out gear and sitting like, this is my spot on the couch in the sun, laying here like a cat most of the day. Just got out of bed, actually. So I want you all to realize that that can be your narrative too, or whatever you want your narrative to be. But you have to be able to look at it from a direction of, this is what it is for real. This is what it is. This is the narrative. This is what I learned. This is what didn't work. This is what I thought was working for me, but when I really look at it, it's not working so well. I'm burning out, or there's no consistency. I don't feel sustainable. I'm disconnected from my truth. What is my truth? I don't even know. So I want you all to sit with that and understand. And this is really powerful. I heard these words last night and I was like, that's it. That's it. So I want you to understand that all of this is made up. It's all made up. You're a fictional character and you can write whatever you want. Whatever you want. But you have to understand that in order to write whatever you want forward, it still has to make sense. We have to reformat the story that's already there. So look at that story. Reformat that story for yourself and then say, and then whatever you want. But in order to do that, you need to know what it is that you want. And that comes from clarity, that sense of clarity. Those of you who've worked with me know that that's really where it comes from. You need to have that clarity for yourself of who you are, where you're going, why you're going there, instead of, oh my gosh, this is my time to get rich quick. That's not going to happen. You need to have the vibrational alignment happening already in order to get what you're vibrationally aligned with. So, for example, my kids, we made cookies yesterday, right? And we had to wait the 15 minutes for the cookies to actually bake, and they were getting really frustrated. So instead of saying, okay, we're going to sit here and we're going to watch them bake, we just played an imagination game. Like, let's just imagine we're eating these cookies. Let's just do that. Imagine that you're eating the cookies and they're like, oh, they're yummy and they're soft and they're warm and they taste like peanut butter and yay, awesome. And by the time the cookies were done, they had forgotten that they hadn't eaten the cookies yet. The timer went off and they're like, what's the timer for? Is it snack time or nap time? We're like, the cookies are done. And they're like, oh, that's right. We have cookies to eat now. And that was really exciting for them. So I want you to think of it the same way for yourself. Let's put you there. Be there. Have it. Feel it. Actually align with it as if you've already got it. Walk around like you're a 7-figure earner. Now, do it. Take naps because I'm wealthy like that. Do it because now is the best and easiest time to pretend like that anyways. So that's really exciting. I want you to really sit with that. That is amazing. So I've got some, oh, hey, hi, Melissa. Yay. Okay. So I will get more to, yes, Michelle, delightful, peaceful, ease, grace, right? But we need to have the grit to do that. And that's really important. So step number one in all of this is become unapologetic about how you got here. If you want to go forward and you want to go do something, be something, have something, create something, watch yourself explode in all of this, then I need you to become extremely unapologetic, but still very raw and real about how you got here. Where are you? Are you kind of where I am? Like, things are working out, and it's time for me to really start to grow and stretch and really be something bigger and more impactful. Or are you still trying to figure it out and you're in this place where it's all new and now you can come to it all with this beginner's mind and just adventure and trying and, ooh, this feels good. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Don't go over there. How do you want to frame this for yourself? So be honest with yourself. And this brings me back to my own sequence that I have. It's very similar to the Fibonacci sequence, where what happens today, what I do today, plus what I do tomorrow is going to make next week amazing or not. So you have to make sure that you're creating that consistency for yourself. And the best way to stay consistent is to create a narrative for yourself that you're in love with. Make a song for your soul out of your narrative, something that you know all the words to, and you can feel that crescendo coming, and you know that's that part of your cycle where, oh, it's going to rain and down on me. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So I want you to be consistent with your narrative, and the best way to do that is to make it something that you love for yourself. Be honest, be real, be brave. Be brave. That's the first step to being bold. And being bold means that you've got that grit to be able to push through whatever it is that you need to push through. Hi, Miche. I see you here. Good. Awesome. Good. Everybody's here. Okay. I have some notes here so that I stay on track. I've already rambled a lot. And my computer's going to die in a minute. So I have to go find my charger. I'll get it in a second. So the next thing I want you to think of, step 2. So step 1, let's work on the narrative here. Yeah, you can. You could maybe come up with the perfect offer and pay for some Facebook ads and, oh my God, you're a millionaire. Sometimes that happens, I suppose, but more often than not, it's not. It starts with your narrative and how you show up, how you show up from that place of overflow and excitement and clarity. And then after you've done that, I want you to empower yourself hard. I want you to go and do something amazing for yourself, whether it's just take a nap, or hire a coach, or write a book, or create a new program, or anything. I mean, I've done some small things for myself, and I've done some big things for myself. I bulk ordered yoga pants. It's awesome. I was like, yay, I am not getting dressed until this is over. That's it. I also am really doing some stretching for myself as far as some of my own limitations, working through some of the traumas that I've been through with my children and I, with the separation. I officially changed my name here away from my ex's last name. That was a big move. I did that yesterday. I was like, okay, here we go. Working on getting lawyers and stuff like that. These things empower me, whether it's for your business or for yourself personally or your family, whatever it might be. Scrub your house if that empowers you. Doesn't empower me. But whatever empowers you, organize things, whatever it might be, throw some things away, empower yourself some way, somehow, and try to do it consistently, regularly, at least one big thing a day, not one small thing a day, one big thing a day. That's really what I want to see for you. And once you've done that, once you've created your narrative or rewritten it or at least owned it in a very brave and bold way, and then you started empowering yourself, your narrative is going to start growing even more. It's going to start creating its own momentum. You're going to be like, and this, and oh my God, you know what? I did do that. I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I've helped thousands of people in the last 2 years. I have coached thousands of you all in the last 2 years. That's my narrative now because I'm empowered enough to say, yeah, I did that. And I did a damn good job. I want you guys to do that. And it's easier to say, and I did a damn good job at it, after you've empowered yourself, after you've created that lovely narrative, one that has at least a little bit of delight in it. And now it's going to be bold. It's going to be really good because you're empowering yourself. Like, yeah, I got this. I can do this. It might be hard, but I got this. I can do this. I want you to, that's why I'm telling you to do these things in these order. They build on each other. And once you've got that, you've empowered yourself, I want you to then now look from an empowered perspective at everything that you've got, your resources, your people, your skills, your superpowers, your connections, your tools, the people around you, coaches, programs that maybe you bought 2 years ago but never actually did, the books, your abilities. Did you start a book a year ago, not finish it? Guilty. All of these things, all of the people, all of the resources, everything available to you, look at them from an empowered perspective. And on that note, hold that note. I gotta go get my charger because it's dying. 1 second, guys. Stay right there. Take a look out the window. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? I hope you can. Good? I'm good, right? Okay, I think I'm good. All right. Where was I? Resources, right. So now that we're sitting from a place of empowerment, and not just empowerment, but oh my gosh, yeah, I could totally do this. Kind of empowered. Like, what? Of course, of course you can do this. Now you can't do it alone. So now you have to look at your resources. What are you going to do it with? How are you going to do it? What tools do you have? What people do you have? What collective do you have? Sit from an empowered point of view. Say, now I got these tools. And I can do anything I want with these tools. I can build whatever I want. We can make a Rube Goldberg machine out of everything that you have. And that's really powerful. So now I want us to pause here before I go on further into my process of innovation. And I want us to take a look at how things are maybe just a little bit different this time around, because this is my innovation process. But this time it's different. Things are different energetically, especially, spiritually, especially. I find that manifesting things is just a little bit more easy, like, whew, that's kind of scary how easy that just was. Wow, okay. But there's also a lot of change happening on an energetic level, which means that when you used to be able to do something on your own, it's going to be a little harder now. Maybe it's because of the isolation. It's like the universe is trying to create balance there. Yeah, you're isolated, but you're not going to get anything accomplished alone. It's like, what? I'm isolated. How? Sick joke? No, it's not a sick joke. And it's actually a way for us to all come together. Those of us who are aligned with raising the collective vibration and bringing us all forward through this and making this a beautiful thing rather than a crisis, then those of us who work together on this are the ones who are really going to skyrocket and catapult, practically light each other's asses on fire. It's really, really powerful. I was just talking to Michelle yesterday. I was like, you know what? I'm doing this program and I really feel like I would be doing everybody who's signing up a disservice if you didn't help me out. And she's like, yeah, of course I'll be there. Yes, please. And I'm available. Shoshana and we still have to have a conversation that we keep trying to get to about collaboration. There's a lot of collaboration happening, and it's a good thing. For me in the past, I would say about a quarter of my income had been from collaborations. And now I pretty much don't intend on having any program that's not a collaboration of some sort, whether it's a guest expert coming in or a straight up collaboration like down the line, this coach is doing this for you and I am doing this for you. And this is how it's happening, because none of us need just one thing right now. The entire planet needs everything. We need to all put everything that we have into this basket of humanity and consciousness. We all have to be having all of ourselves invested in this, in our families, in our own consciousness, in our own growth, and in our own survival. All of us need to be on board 100% of the way. And the people who need help from all of us need all of our help. And this brings me right back to the heartfelt model. Let's get the people the help that they need the way that they need it. And so that we can build them a stronger. So for example, I'm getting like the image of a rope, and the way that they're twined. If you have a rope that's like only two pieces twined together, it's not going to be nearly as strong as something that's like 40 huge rope pieces twined together. We want to have it be stronger. We want to have it be something that everybody can lean on if they need to, and we still won't crumble. And that means that we're going to have to come from a place of overflow. We need overflow, not keep up, not survival. You cannot find yourself in a place where I'm surviving. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this pandemic. And when I'm on the other side, I'm going to do really well. We can't be doing that. You can't just survive this. You have to thrive through this so that you can be the beacon and show other people that they at least can try to. A lot of people aren't going to thrive through this, but they are going to get closer to thriving if they can see all of us as beacons saying, I'm thriving. They can at least get closer to it and a little closer to it and a little closer to it. And then maybe when all of this is over, they'll be close enough to it to where they'll have some momentum to go on the other side of it and hit that tipping point for themselves. But right now we have to be the beacon, and we have to work together in order to do it, because that isolation is what's really crumbling everybody and everything else around us. The infrastructures alone are crumbling because of isolation. So we have to come together. We have to work together. We have to bring our different superpowers, our different collective energies, and our different approaches, our own narratives. Like I was saying, the step one, your narrative is empowering to my narrative, and my narrative is going to make your narrative go crazy with opportunity. Our narratives are going to be important because they're not just one thing anymore. If we come together, it's a collective narrative of a bunch of people who are really powerful, who are on a mission to help save the world. That narrative is where we need to be. So whether you are, there's so many amazing things happening right now. Elaine, I just saw her come on. She is helping this, what was it, 144,000 acts of kindness. That's amazing. You add that with Michelle's programs about empowering people into saying, yes, I got this and I can make a difference. What? Put those two things together and whoa, the whole eastern side of the country is like now empowered and ready to go. Let's do this. There's so much more that can be done and should be done, but we're not doing it together because of our narratives. And our narratives up until this point have been very ego-based. So take your ego out of it and say, what is this? What am I learning? What did I do? What did I screw up? And how did I learn from that? And now let's be bold. Now let's go great. Let's go further together. Look at your resources, look at your people, look at what is happening around you and go forward with it, not backwards. Don't go backwards. Because what happened a month ago doesn't matter. Yeah, sure, maybe I made 20K a couple months ago. That does not matter because it cannot be replicated. It will not be replicated because nothing is the same and nothing ever will be the same again. So everything that I've taught you, probably moderately applicable. But now we need to start over. We need to reframe. We need to restart, we need to re-jump, and we need to come from more of a collective sense. And it's great because we're pretty much all on the same playing field, like I was saying. And there is no narrative. There's no paradigm. I started heartfelt trying to break a paradigm to make it look like this. So here we are, right at where I was 2 years ago, saying I just want an even playing field for everybody, and I want the duality to show itself differently this time. And that's where we want to be. We want to sit with that. What side of the duality are we going to fall on? And that's a whole nother conversation. I went on for like 2 hours the other day about it. And yeah, but we want to make sure that we are finding our groove, and our groove is something that you find when there's a good beat. Now, I'm not saying groove like our line in the sand groove, but like our groove, like your beat, that thing that makes your head bop while you're innovating. There are times when people will look at me when I'm sitting in my office and they'll be like, she's in their groove space. That's what it is. My assistant Heather calls it the groove space, because I'm literally bopping to the pace and the rhythm of the ideas manifesting in my head as they're coming to me and just kind of spiraling out of me and then just like becoming something. I want you to find your groove because we're a symphony if we can work together. We have to have that. We are a symphony. You are an instrument. I am an instrument. We're all moving together, raising the vibe. And what raises vibes better than really good music, right? So let's find your groove, find your beat so that we can all match the actual energy that needs to be, not what is. That's really important. Hopefully that made sense. I feel like I rambled there. And then what I want you to do is the fun part. Once you've got your narrative and you're empowered and your narrative gets empowered and you're looking at everything around you and you're saying, yes, I have all these opportunities and yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And now you're looking at other people and you're having really amazing, powerful conversations and collaborations and everything like that. Next thing I want you to do is give yourself a makeover. Yay, fun, right? An energetic makeover, a physical makeover. I have done both. I've actually done a make under physically. You guys don't usually see me like this, but I'm comfortable and I'm ready to go do whatever, stretch, yoga, take a nap, cook something, bake some cookies, or sit and do a really long live like this one. I'm ready. I'm prepared. And I'm making an energetic makeover as well. I'm doing a lot of internal work that has me stretching a lot, healing from a lot of traumas that I thought I was healed from, growing in different areas, working on my own personal communication, my relationships with my children, everything. I mean, I'm taking advantage of this time in the biggest way. And it's kind of scary to the point where I shut down for like 2 days. I was like, I'm not. just not right now. Just not mine today. But I'm still working and I'm going. I'm also giving myself a professional makeover, an energetic makeover for my purpose, my mission, my vision, my values, all of it, all of it. And it's really exciting. I haven't done this in a while. I'm so blessed because I have a brand new client who came on at the exact same time that I started this process for myself. So her and I were going through it together and we're like, that's great. Awesome. Win. Yay. It's so exciting. And coming from and having this beginner's mind again, being like, there's no wrong answer, and working with my branding and all of that. Oh, it's so exciting, so thrilling. And I also am having a bit of a make under as well for my business's energetic energy. I am going to be cleaning house in a very big way. In a very, very big way. My community, all of you here, know that I love and appreciate you. There are some people that just gotta go. Gotta go. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying, no, not necessarily saying, I'm not aligned with you anymore, but pretty much if you were aligned with me, you wouldn't have said that. You would not have said that to me. Some people are not appreciating the different directions that I'm going with my business. My message, which was much more simple 2 years ago, hey, let's help people. And now I'm like, stretch or go, stretch or leave, that kind of thing. And I am helping different kinds of people now too. I'm helping the people who are here to truly serve, the kinds of people who, so for example, there are two camps that I'm finding. And I find this a lot. There's like these people and then there's these people. So let's say camp A are the people who are coming to me saying, I have been training for this my whole life. I need to be successful with this. Let's go. I'm like, great, let's chat. And then there are other people who say, I've been practicing and I have been embodying this moment my whole life. How do I serve? Can you help me serve in a bigger way? Guess which one of these is not getting deleted from my friends list? Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. So what I want you to do is really sit with the evolutionary impulse to either move or stay. So the evolution, like, so for example, Dr. Tiana, I don't know if she's on here anymore, but one of the first things that she told me when we were having sort of like a, should we work together kind of conversation before she became my client, she has this thing called the 100th monkey philosophy. And actually my coach just brought it up again last night. So I'm thinking I should probably bring that up. So the 100th monkey is the one who, all the other monkeys, monkey see, monkey do, monkey see, monkey do, monkey see, monkey do. So in other words, Facebook ads, send really annoying messages and make people feel bad for not signing up with you. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey see, monkey do, monkey see. And then there's that 100th monkey who's like, what? I don't want to do that. Why would I? Why is everybody doing that? What? This monkey is completely flabbergasted and does it differently. And that's what I want you to understand as well. That evolutionary impulse isn't in every monkey. It's only in the few of us who are seeing it as an opportunity to make change. So when I created Heartfelt, a platform where there was an even playing field and nobody has, everybody literally has the same disadvantages right now. Everybody. Nobody can go outside. Everybody has that same playing field. And that's what I built when I built Heartfelt, same level playing field. And then see what that 100th monkey is going to do with that. And see and see and see. And that created the evolution of Heartfelt. It turned from a cute little idea that some people were like, that's never going to work for you, to 2 years later, all of that. All of everything that has just happened. It's a lot. There's a lot that happened, and it was great, and it was beautiful, and it was successful, and it was enigmatic, and it was impactful. But now I'm feeling like it's a little cute, a little small and silly. So you're going to see some of the big changes that are coming for me as well. But I want you to sit with the fact that there's an evolutionary impulse in some people, not in everybody. There's a lot of sheeple out there, and of course they still have needs and wants and desires, and that's fine. But if you're one of them getting upset with me for changing and growing, you're going to be deleted. If you're one of the other people saying, all right, how do I help you? How can I help you? You help everybody. How can I help you? I will probably be like, huh? I'll have to sit with that and think about it. But if you're one of the people who resonates with the fact that this is a whole new game and it's not a game, this is real. This is happening in so many levels. This is not just a health crisis. This is not just a political crisis. This is not just a financial crisis. This is a crisis. This is one of the points in life where everybody's going to see what the fuck went wrong. Excuse my language. What the hell happened? And we're all going to say we all came together and we figured it out, and maybe it took a little while, but we figured it out. Or it's going to be, yeah, humanity really screwed that up, didn't they? What happened? What happened, everybody? So we're going to have to figure this out together, because it's not going to be one person who's going to fix this. Nobody's fixing it anyways, but we have to realize the fixers, the people who are here to do it. It's not the millionaires, it's not the Silicon Valley tech companies, it's the servers, it's the people, it's the healers, it's the guides, it's the thinkers, it's the innovators. These are the people who are going to save our planet. We are here to save this planet, whether we are here to build something, change something, heal something, clean something, move something, protect something. We are the ones who are going to save the world, not the presidents, not all of these rich people with their tech, not all of these people, these disruptors and all of that. We're not here to disrupt anything. We are here to protect and save and serve. Reporting for duty. So those of you who resonate with that, don't worry, you're staying. You're staying. So I want you to sit with that. So I want you to do the energetic makeover for yourself. Who doesn't resonate with you? Who comes up in your newsfeed and you're just like, oh gosh, that person, what are they thinking? If you have to ask that, delete them. Just delete them. If somebody messages you and says, what's going on with you? Why don't you blah, 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 blah. Just delete them. Please, just delete them. It takes longer for you to message them back and explain things than it is to delete them. And that is one reason why I haven't deleted anybody yet, because I want all of those people to watch this, and I want them to be like, she's not talking about me. Nah, Jess, she's so sweet. She's not talking about, oh, she's talking about me, isn't she? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. She's talking about me. And then they're going to get angry. And then they're going to be like, yeah, okay. Yep, okay. I own it. She's talking about me. I'm not there. I'm not there. So that's what's happening here. So I don't want to delete people and for them to be like, oh, Jess is just being a little bratty right now. This whole thing must be getting to her. No, yeah, it's getting to me. And so are these people. They're getting under my skin. They're leaving. Energetic makeover. So all of the good things, bring them in. All of the bad things, push them out. Make room. Make room for everything that you want to manifest. Because if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling exasperated, stressed, like inwardly, like, oh my gosh, when is this going to end? They keep, they just extended ours by another 2 weeks. Another 2. So it was a month and now another 2 weeks. So it's like, will this end? How will this end? If this ends, then what? I have no idea what I'm going to do when I'm done here, sweetheart. Okay. So I want you guys to sit with that. How are you really feeling about this? And I want you to understand that if you are feeling all of these negative things, have that energetic makeover so you can make room for all of the fun and all the possibilities and all of the growth. Because in order to really get through this and be rising above it consistently, every day you're going to have to rise above this. Understand that. This isn't something like, I did it. I had a session with my coach and I've risen above it. No, you're going to have to do this every day. Every day. Ellie, can you go upstairs, please? Thank you. Thank you. Go see the boys. So you're going to have some tenacity with yourself. And yes, the boys are home. But I want you to hold space for yourself and know that in order to really do this, you're going to have to rise above this and a lot of other things. There have been days where the virus, I almost forgot about it because I'm rising above a lot of my own things that I need to get out of my way so that I can serve you guys in an even bigger way. I need to get some of these things that I've just been kind of sitting with and been like, yeah, I'll get to that next cycle or something like that. And now I'm just like, my body physically won't let me ignore certain things that I need to mend and heal from. Ellie, please. Thank you. I wish it wasn't raining. They could be outside. You see, Ellie, go upstairs, please. Thank you. So I want you to sit with that. Where was I then? Okay. Yes.
Today, do you want to do really?
Maybe. Go upstairs, please. Thank you. Ayodushi. All right. So that is done. Okay, I'm just not going to put anything on my table now. When that is done, I want you to really then sit with the idea of, okay, I'm ready. I've done the cleaning of the house. I've done the reframing. Now what do I do? What do you want this to look like? And after you've done all these things, granted, there's a lot more that you could do. And those of you joining the Grit and Grace program, here we go. That's just the beginning. This is just your prep work. But what I want you to sit with is, how do you want this to look like? It can literally look like anything you want it to. Anything. There will be no bypassing, just so you know. In order to get it to look that way, you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to manifest this the real way, the hard way. But once it sticks, it's stuck. And that's really great, because you can literally have it any way you want. Any way you want. How do you want to write this? Is this going to be something where the clients that you have are the ones who stretch you and grow you and are just so aligned with your immediate needs in your world, even to the point where I literally have almost every single client, I feel like I should be paying them as much as they're paying me. Like, really, they're what I need. They're what I need. That energy or the advice or whatever it might be, that's what I need in my life right now. And the universe is like, here you go. Do you want it to be of ease and love and grace? Do you want to sleep in until 8:30 every morning, wake up in your pajamas, grab a cup of coffee, and just get on a session? Don't even have to worry about getting dressed or anything. And just, that's what you do. That's how you get paid. Doesn't that sound lovely? It's lovely. Trust me, it's lovely. All of you in my morning session know that that's just my jam. I want you to understand that there are ways to empower yourself outside of all of these things even. What is it for you? These are just my things. These are my starter things. I start in the morning and I'm like, okay, narrative, great. Empowerment, great. What am I working with here? Great. Who am I working with today? Great. And now I'm good. Now I'm good to really start working on the deeper things, the deeper layers of my business and my ethos in order to manifest the big things that are coming in. Holy cow, the things that are coming, you guys. I'm really excited. Really excited. I can't wait to make all of these announcements. The things that are coming my way, sometimes I maintain this for myself. The stability and the sustainability doesn't just come out of ideas. The innovation doesn't just come. It's not like a superpower that I'm just born with. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I really supercharge my ability to innovate by maintaining all of these things. And I want you to sit with those things. And am I perfect at them all? No. I'm not going to say that because I think my coach is listening. Probably like, no, you're not. So I want you to make sure that you're sitting with this and remind yourself that you are enough. You're good enough. You're great enough. You're strong enough. You are bold enough. You are powerful enough. Your message is enough. All we need to do is hone it so that it's crystal clear, so that it resonates with everybody who needs it. If your message is feeling like it's not enough, let's just get there. Super simple. Super simple. Reach out to me. Just message me your message. And I'll be like, meh, let's work on it. Here's some ideas. But try something. Try anything. And just know this can look however you want it to look. I hope there are no questions because I'm still not seeing. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, now I'm seeing them. This is really confusing. If you've used this new Facebook Live thing before, let me know, because I think maybe I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be seeing. Okay, good. So some other things that I do to really maintain right now. I have been really ramping up my health routine, supplements, that kind of thing, really empowering my immune system, doing a lot more movements. I'm going to be doing a lot of other things that I haven't tried movement-wise. See what this body's made of, I guess. I am doing patches regularly right now. The LifeWave patches, I think, are amazing. They are. I had a migraine come the other night, and I put it on within not even 9 minutes. It was gone. It's helping me stay consistent with myself, especially when it's rainy and gross outside. I don't have the information for those on me right now. I should have. Who do I have here in here that has information? Miche, yes. If you have the information for those patches, the LifeWave patches, can you put them in here for me, please? Because yeah, it pretty much, it's hard to explain. I feel like they catalyze, like the 5 things that I just gave you and all of the other things that I'm doing for myself. I just feel like the patches catalyze everything and brings it all together in a nice, like, okay, like, kind of feel like I want to roar sometimes, and I just have a little patch on my neck. It's really great. It's amazing. It's big, life-changing. Other things that I do, take time out. Take time out. And that is really hard for me because I work from home. I'm just like, oh, I'll spend time with the kids in 20 minutes when I'm done with this thing. And then, I get distracted and I do another thing and I go down my own rabbit hole. But Friday was the day that I just started like sitting with the kids, and we opened the couch into the bed and watched movies and ate popcorn and cuddled and pretended the floor was lava. That was awesome. It was like for like 5 hours we just kidded out. We just chilled and we did yoga. I have a big projector above the fireplace and we're just doing kid yoga and just chilling. Just relax. Give yourself permission to relax. Nothing is going anywhere, especially at the pace that the world is working right now. Nothing's going anywhere. Give yourself permission to take a beat. If you are a part of flow, go back to that training that I gave you about taking a beat and how important that is to manifest anything. Put it out there and forget about it is what most people tell you. Just put it out there and pretend that it's already done. Has that ever worked for you? Have you ever actually successfully pretended that it's already done for you? Yeah. You might want to nod your head, but no, it's hard to do. It's actually impossible. That's just not the way that our brains are wired. So instead of pretending that it's already done, go do something that has nothing to do with it. Say, all right, I put it there and I'm done thinking about it. I'm going to go do something else. Get away from it. I'm in the middle of a meeting, okay? Okay. Bye. I'm not giving you anything right now. Please go upstairs. Thank you. Yay, coronavirus. What was I saying? Oh, so what I want you to do is go and do something that has nothing to do with what it is that you're trying to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest $20,000, you put the intention out there, let's say, right? Okay, $20,000. It feels good. It feels good. I want to have it. Ellie, I'm busy, sweetie.
Brother's not going to let me play his tablet.
Well, tell him that I said that he should share. Please. Anyways, this as well. Instead of saying, all right, I'm going to manifest $20,000 and then sit in front of your computer and wait for a $20,000 idea. Ali, I'm in a meeting. I'm not going upstairs.
You told him that yesterday.
I'm going to count to 3. 1. All right, we're back to counting like he's 2 again. Okay. Anyway, so instead of sitting in front of your computer saying, okay, universe, give me a $20,000 idea. $20,000 coming? It's not there, right? Go do something else. Go play. Do something that has nothing to do with manifesting it. Literally try not to manifest it and it'll come. It's really kind of crazy how this works. I did this on Friday and then I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm making dinner and I'm answering questions of myself like, oh, what's my plan? What is my plan? And I'm like, oh, this is the plan. Oh, this is a really obvious plan. But here it is. Here it is. So I want you to try it. Just try it. Go make a goal. Set a goal. And then try not to. And don't be like, oh, I'm going to not work or anything like that. Because that's, how most of us don't manifest. But I want you to intentionally do something that blisses you out, that is not an immediate solution to this. Because for me, I find that if I do that, yes, I'll get something. I almost always get something. Okay, give me an idea. Give me an idea. Okay, fine. Here's an idea. And I'll run with it. And I'll get something. But it's not what I'm looking for. And if anything, that one small thing that I'm trying to put out there actually gets in the way of my bigger manifestation. So go and intentionally take a break from it. Take a break from it. Say, okay, it's there. The intention is there. It is set. What do I feel like doing? I want to go for a walk. I want to take a nap. I want to play with my kids. I want to read a book. I want to take a bath. I want to paint my toenails. I want to sing really loud so that the neighbors bang on the wall. It's happened before. I want to talk to a friend. I want to have a glass of wine. I want to go grocery shop. Oh, I can't go grocery shopping. Something else. But think of something else that has nothing to do with the solution and see what happens. Because that is when you're going to find the least resistance. And resistance is where everything kind of stops. And the only thing that's going to get in the way between you and your goal is you and your resistance. So if I'm sitting here saying, okay, $20,000 idea, $20,000 idea, I'm actually resisting it because I'm like full of expectation. When you are full of expectation or attachment, that is resistance. So I want you to just, do something that blisses you out, saying, I trust that the idea is going to come to me. And when you are in a state of bliss and like just delightful distraction, I like to call it, just be delightfully distracted, not stressed out by it, not at all. That is when you're going to get your greatest ideas. the state of non-resistance, the state of delightfulness is where your intuition and your innovation is going to start coming from. But the easiest and best way to set that up so that you have that delightful distraction is to be empowered and to love your narrative and have that beat for yourself, that when that does come, you can just ride that song for yourself and say, yeah, this is really brilliant. Wow, this is awesome. I'm gonna totally run with that. And I've seen it in most of you. Michelle just came up with this like 3-day program out of nowhere that is like, I want, can I have that, please? That sounds amazing. So I want you to sit with that idea. Practice it. And if it works for you, let me know. Just feel free to post on my profile here, under here, in the comments, anywhere. Let me know how it works for you. And if it didn't work for you, let me know. Maybe there's maybe a tweak or a circumstance, or maybe it's your narrative, or maybe it's your empowered state. What else can we be tweaking here so that you can find that delightful distraction for yourself, so that you can just kind of innovate in a way that is ease and grace and gives you the confidence to move forward with grit and not stop at every single little thing that comes up, and just breathe through it. Just breathe in and out that grace, so that grit is a little bit less necessary in this time where everybody's functioning straight from their grits. And we want to have that balance. You want to have both. You want to have grit and you want to have grace. You want to be elegant and peaceful and wise, but you also want to be like, stop messing with me. I'm not having this anymore. This stops now. We want to have all of this for ourselves. So on that note, I have rambled on for an hour. Again, those of you interested in the program where I'm going to be going over all of this and all of the other elements as far as getting your clarity on your narrative, we're really going to spend a lot of time on your narrative. We're going to spend a lot of time on your connectedness to your narrative and how that narrative connects and plugs in for other people, whether it's collaborations or clients. We're going to be spending a lot of time on your community and your resources, and bringing in more resources, sharing resources amongst everybody who's in the program. I'll give you all of my resources, my people, my opportunities that I'm getting and giving. We're going to be working on your giving, how you give from a place of overflow, so that you can sit here and just channel and be like, this is it. This is what I have for you. And this is really awesome. Let's go. I can help you. We really want to have that sense of overflow so that you can give, so that every time you give, you feel filled up. I'm going to end this live and I'm going to dance. And we're like, that was awesome. Yay. I'll probably call Michelle and be like, so what'd you think? Just really feeling full right now, feeling like I am serving and I am being impactful, and that I can feel all of your heads going, yeah, oh, writing that down. Oh, I can feel Michelle saying, where's my otter? Where's Otter? Where's Otter? I want you all to feel that way for yourself when you're giving. That way, when you receive, it's just like, oh, wow, thank you. You're just like chasing the things that you're receiving. So it's like, okay, I got it. Oh my gosh, don't let anything fall cracks. I want you to receive in a bigger way. And I'm actually going to be bringing in my own personal coach, Gustavo, for that piece as well, and how to actually reset the rate and pace at which you can receive and how much you can receive. Because a lot of you, it's your pricing that needs work. We need to be, really going where it is that we want to go with everything. So I'm going to be having, on that note, other guest experts. Michelle is going to be helping us with day one, with helping us set our goddess pace, is what I like to call it. Setting that, the ability to stay consistent so that we can create sustainability in ourselves, both physically, what we do and how we are as well as those goddesses. I'm here to help really manifest with you, for you, about you, and around you in this program. And it's really going to be powerful. And it's also super simple. It's only 6 days. Let's just revamp all of your energy, all of your narrative, all of your options, get you more opportunities, get you moving into a higher space in just a week, to a point where, here we go. Here we go, guys. People are going to be looking at you like, oh my gosh, yeah, she really is rising from these ashes that we're all sitting here in. Some of us are going to rise from these ashes, and people are going to be like, how is she doing that? And this is how we do it. We do it together. So if you're interested in this program, let me know. I will get you the link. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. I am thinking about setting up a Zoom for a few people. I was hearing that a couple of people just wanted just have a chat. So maybe if you're interested, we can all kind of get into a small group Zoom chat. I'm only taking 10 people because this is going to be deep. We're going to be doing a lot of digging into our limitations, and that can be very personal and not pretty. So we're not going to do this in like 50 people spurts. That's not what this one is. That I'll create another program for that kind of thing. But this is very, very personal. You're going to be getting rid of a lot of things that have always been in your way that you just didn't know. So we're going to be only 10 people. So if you're interested, let me know and we'll have a conversation. We can have a one-on-one chat. You can join the Zoom chat that we're going to be doing next week. However you need it, let me know. We're here to help. We're here to serve. We're here to rise, right? So on that note, please let me know some wins. I need to hear some big wins from you. I've shared some of my big wins, some of my difficulties that I've had here in the last 2 weeks, and I want to know yours. Where are you at? What's happening? Give me some wins. Give me some beautiful things that are happening. It's springtime here anyways, so that's fun. I can at least get outside every 4 days or so. It's sunny. So that's fun. But it's really exciting to hear you guys and your wins, because that's what's going to help us. Even if you don't do anything else, gratitude is going to help you rise above all of this, at least not sink into it anyways. So what are you manifesting and how is it working? Are you learning anything new? Do you have any new little things that you want to share with all of us, the way that I'm sharing everything that I'm practicing with you guys? What is it? What is it that's lighting you up right now? Okay? I want to start a party for gratitude. And I will see all of you soon. I will get to all of your questions and ideas here as well. And I will talk to you all during the week. I'm on vacation, so if you message me and I don't get to you, just put a little heart or something so that that message goes back to the top so that I see you, because generally when I do these lives, I get a flood of messages. So please just keep being pesty. Please bother me. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to see your message. All right. On that, I love you. And I'm hoping that you are all doing really well, that your hearts are well, that your families are well, that your mind is at ease, at least most of the time. Please, I hope that your refrigerators are full. I hope that your kids are all not driving you insane. At least not most of the time. I'm really hoping that a lot of you are finding this as delightful as I and many of my people are right now, because there is that option. All right? Okay. Now I need to figure out how to stop the live. How do I do that? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I'll talk to you all during the week.